Hello, hello. I am Mezzy and this is Yen, and we are on. Make sure I say the name right because I keep making a new word up every time I try. Distant Disport. I keep wanting to call it Distant Dreams for some reason.
I mean, it's half. No, it's more than half right.
It's because
60% of the passing grade in Europe.
yes, actually, it's in America too now. They lowered the grades. My nephew got a 60 the other day, and I was like, "What the fuck? How was that passing?"
I'm freaking jealous. I barely got through freaking grades, man. I'm so bad at math.
That's what he got a 60 in.
Count. Everyone's bad at math. Frick.
Math is hard. Yin, would you like to introduce yourself properly?
I'm still working this out. You sprightly Sarah Sovereign. I'm Yen Ross Argan. You can call me Yen or Ross. Hello.
And I am Mezzle, or Mezzy, depending on what you want. I am your dragon VTuber, and I've actually been promising Yin to do this talk with them since we met. The model just took forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, this has been in the works for a little. No, is it? No, not a little over a year. It's been in the works for about a year.
Mm-hmm.
Long time coming.
Oh, definitely.
The one that I usually start with. Is there anything that inspired you to pursue VTubing? If so, what or who?
Actually, Panda Bunny, which I have not had time to communicate with recently because they live on a nighttime schedule compared to me. They actually inspired me to VTube. I used to hang out with them and play Fate Grand Order every night. Yes, I am a former gacha player. I'm in Gacha Player of Recovery Anonymous. Because you spend a lot of money playing gachas if you're not free to play, and it's very addicting. So personally, I have mostly given up gachas because it's such a easy hole to fall into.
Yeah.
So, but I did meet them through Fate Grand Order, and I do have a what was a well account at the time, but since I have quit for about 2 to 3 years, I am missing most of the service now. Ogie, you understand my pain. And Withering Waves, Ogie, is a trap for me because there's a new character that looks just like Gilgamesh who was like I would simp for him in Fate, so I cannot join Withering Waves anymore. I have a problem.
I have to stay away from Wuthering Waves because the freaking character designs are really goddamn good.
Fun fact about me, IRL. I will simp for a blonde hair anime character before a black hair anime character, but IRL, I prefer dark hair.
Huh.
When I tell you,
the other way around.
I simp so fucking hard for Gilgamesh, even though he's an asshole. I really do simp. I have a statue of him.
Hey, as a Hugo Vlad fan, I do understand.
Mm-hmm. So just a fun fact for you, my taste IRL is actually opposite of my stream taste. And there is it's not me doing it on purpose, it's just how I am.
I would recommend a game, but as you are recovering, I will refrain from gacha.
I mean, to be fair, I've been tempted to get back into gacha, and if I do spend any money, limit it to like the seasonal pass stuff. That way, I can still get some stuff, but not be like spending hundreds of dollars. Mm-hmm. Like during my prime welling time during Great Order, I was spending $500 a month. That's why I stopped playing it. Yeah, there's a reason why I don't play Fate anymore. That's one of them.
Yeah. As someone said to me long ago, is a saying that I have that's stuck with me ever since. Only one game gets to be Fate Grand Order. Mm-hmm. The gacha rates are very low. The game is very abusive. However, it's Fate Grand Order. It gets away with it.
It really is. And when I first joined Genshin after, Child was my second favorite. He's a redhead. So not a dark hair, but kind of in the middle. And I wailed on Child and got an MP6 during his first debut.
Oh no.
So that's why I said, that's why I've been avoiding gachas for the most part. Will I play them? Yes. But do I spend that much time on them anymore? No.
Yeah. I have a vendetta against Genshin specifically.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So I have a history with Hoyo. I didn't play it. I was around during Fly Me to the Moon,
Uh-huh.
and played during the initial releases of Honkai Impact Third. Loved that game,
Oh
and
my god, it's so
then
pretty.
Genshin. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just don't like Genshin.
See, Genshin's weird because all the universes are connected and they reuse the same character, so it's like, how are they in all these different games? Like, what is the story? It's more what I want to know.
I can tell you the reason why they reuse characters, the actual lore reason. That involves getting into Honkai Impact Third lore, which sounds schizophrenic at times.
I'm sure it does because I know. Is her name Kana?
Kiana. Yeah.
Kiana? She's like a harbinger of destruction, and she was like the main god, the first god you see in Genshin. She throws you into the planet and just like fuck you and takes your sibling.
Yeah, that's the parallel version supposedly of Kiana, or the Hersher of the Void, which is technically Siren, but
Oh
same
god,
difference.
it's gonna be a whole.
It's a whole thing, I'm telling you.
Oh my god.
No. If you want the simplest explanation about why there's multiple characters that look exactly the same, a damn tree said so. That's it.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. The tree.
Sentient tree.
I'm just gonna say it's the Nordic tree of life.
Actually, you're not too far off.
Yes! Look at me! Slay, drunk queen, slay!
You did.
And yes, Chad, I do work tomorrow. It's okay. The best answers of science come from BSers.
Do you have a moment from streaming or content creation that stayed with you for any reason? It could be a happy moment, surprising, sad.
Well, I have a growler in the background. She's very upset.
She has some opinions.
Well, she's upset because the other dog, I looked back to see what was wrong. The other dog is touching her. It's definitely a mom, she's touching me moment. And I'm like, Hati, you gotta learn to deal with other people. But, I think the thing that stuck with me the most through content creation was probably when I met my husband. And I also learned from that experience that it's okay not to try to, because a lot of things in VTuber community, they think they have to go like meet a bunch of random people and collab like all the time with a bunch of new people. I found personally that I'm more comfortable staying with the same people because the vibe is more authentic. Now, do I want to branch out to more people? Yes, but I don't want to feel rushed into doing it, where it's a thing I have to do.
Actually meet and connect with people as opposed to meeting seeing someone once for a collab and then never seeing them. Yeah,
because I prefer that authentic reaction. Like last week when Nimi and I played, which I think was actually just last night or the night before, the authenticity of our laughs felt more genuine than just an awkward haha, this is funny, but I don't know how they're taking it.
Yeah. That's actually interesting. I didn't know you met Scrub through content creation.
Actually, yeah. When I first showed my original PNG, he messaged me saying I was cute.
Aww.
We met him technically in the VTuber atmosphere.
That's cute. Is there anything in particular that inspired your design?
Just the fact I like dragons. I used to roleplay a lot, so when I messaged the artist, I said I wanted a dragon girl, and I gave her my color palettes. I actually had a different design before this one, but I switched it because VTuber in roleplay culture is highly different.
Yeah.
For instance, in roleplay communities, you're encouraged to play the opposite gender, you're encouraged to play things you don't look like. But in the VTuber community, they want it to look more like you. And since the character I wanted to use, which, by the way, guys, I already spent like $2,000 on her artwork as a role player, could not be used, I totally just made something unique at the time.
Yeah. I mean, it seems to have worked out.
Yeah, it has. The difference is that she was more of a blue and silver dragon, because I'm actually looking at a picture of her right now, and was galaxy theme versus what I have currently. I've done a lot of things in my life. Because I remember when I lost like the first 10 pounds at the weight loss place after the ectopic emergency surgery, the first thing the lady told me was, you have a higher chance of getting pregnant now. So for every 10 pounds a woman loses, the more fertile they become, apparently.
Huh. Did not know that.
I was shocked by that too. If it's true or not, I don't know. I just remember she's like, the more weight you lose, the more fertile your body will become. I'm like, great. I didn't want to think about that, but here we are.
Look what happened.
To be fair, though, we were trying for our baby. We actually went to a fertility clinic after I almost died. We wanted to make sure I could still feasibly have a child. Or were we going to adopt, like what our route was going to be. We were having a kid, it's just, was it natural or is it going to be, I'm adopting a kid?
Well, after that is, do you have a favorite game or favorite game?
A favorite game, I will honestly say, is always my farming sims, just because they hold a special spot in my heart. Now, I do play a lot of farming games, but that's also because it's what I mostly played growing up. I remember growing up playing Harvest Moon on the GameCube called A Wonderful Life, specifically, and we would fight over whose turn it was, and we'd actually set the oven timer. Not for baking, just to know when your turn was up. So it's like a fun memory.
I see you playing Stardew all the time.
Yeah. And I used to actually play it with my older brother. Now, would he still admit that to this day he would play Harvest Moon games? Probably not. But at the time, did I enjoy the hell of it? Yes, I did. I still remember who he decided to marry in the game and everything. Like a very childish
I've only heard universally good stuff about Harvest Moon. I've never played it, though.
It was one of the original farming games, and it is amazing. I will say Wonderful Life is one of the first games they made a alternate version so you could be a female. It's called Another Wonderful Life. And eventually on the remake for the, I think PC, they made it so you could just pick between the two instead of being two different games.
Sure.
And I think the game after A Wonderful Life was A Magical Melody, which I don't think they've remade that one yet. But it's now Story of Seasons, so I don't know if they will. You actually have a rival in that game, which is the first time ever Harvest Moon introduced a rival that I can recall. Look, I'm all about that Harvest Moon lore.
There are no fighting mechanics.
No, but you do fight against them like in competitions in the game, like who has the better chicken, and in the original Mineral Town you would have cockfights, where your chickens would actually battle and push each other off the stage. Which is technically illegal in most states, but it was in the game.
I think it's illegal in... Actually, wait, is it only in most states? I thought it was illegal just like across the US in general.
I don't know, actually. I just know in most states cockfighting is illegal, but it's funny it was in the game.
Yes, cockfighting is illegal in the US and at the federal level in all 50 states. It's a federal crime.
Oh, dang.
It's a felony to sponsor, exhibit, or attend a fight. Or to traffic chickens. What do you mean?
Okay,
traffic?
Don't tell the federal government.
I'd like to turn myself in for a crime. What crime? Cockfighting. Where was the cockfight? In Harvest Moon. Yeah, this one that's completely and entirely incorrect. Which I don't know how I got this mixed up. You're not a chemical engineer.
No.
But what is the most interesting or fun thing you've done because of your field?
Okay, so I can't tell you what drugs we make, chat, just disclaimer, but I can tell you I do work in API pharmaceuticals, which means active pharmaceutical ingredients. So if you look at your medicine and they say this is the thing that's helping you, I make that one ingredient, not the whole pill. I will say one of the things that I enjoy, and I will be honest, my site does not do this enough, one year we had one of the people that we helped with our medication come on site and tell us their life story. And I remember I basically cried. Won't even lie. Because it was nice to see someone we actually helped. Because we don't see that often. Because again, I can't tell you what we make. You cannot know what we make. So I will never see the patients. But just seeing them come to the site and thank us for what we did, like, made me cry.
That's sweet.
Yeah. And like, we were, for a while, we were just getting updates on their life and stuff, and it just made me really happy.
Yeah. I kind of wish I could do that, because I would not, or my life would be entirely different if I did not have the drugs that I do, because my migraines I would not be able to function at all. That's something I would love to do. Thank the people that make the drug.
Unfortunately, we would never tell you which ones we make.
Yeah, there's the issue. This is actually one of the most important questions on here. Really serious question. You don't have to answer if it's too much of an ask. How much sawdust can you put into a Rice Krispie treat before people start to notice?
How much sawdust can I put in there? To be fair,
It's
with a marshmallow,
question.
is it a homemade Rice Krispie treat or is it like a store-bought?
We'll say homemade.
Okay, if it's homemade, Dooley, I'm gonna go up to 40% because those are more gooey.
40% sawdust, really?
Yes, because they're more gooey because of the more marshmallows, so you could potentially hide it and it's gonna end up tasting more like a store brand.
Interesting.
Because the store brand ones are hard as bricks to me.
They are, yeah. No, they're... I don't know what they have in them.
It's all the
They do something weird with them.
They really do, because the homemade ones like crumble in your mouth.
At least 30%. See, my answer is always 35.
But see, I would say homemade versus stores, at least a 10% difference, I would think.
Yeah, and I always ask with the intent of homemade, because store brand definitely have at least 70. What do you mean have at least 70?
To be fair, okay, chat, please don't be disgusted. But every food industry you go into has a percentage of bugs and other shit that will allow to have in there before it's no longer edible.
Yep.
So just so you know, disclaimer, hashtag love you, hashtag know you know. My boss used to work at a trail mix factory, and he used to be afraid to tell me the stories because I'd always be eating trail mix, and I was like, just tell me. He's like, sweetie, we used to find like condoms and shit in the mix. I'm like, okay, and I kept eating.
Yeah.
Like, oh well, I'm already here.
Little plastic, little latex never hurt anyone.
I'm already here.
It's good for you. Get your daily plastic intake.
Daily protein.
Sure, it breaks down into something useful.
Exactly.
Or it's just not going to be in my bloodstream for the rest of my life.
It's fine. It's fine.
All right, I'm gonna put these away because that is all I prepared.
It's okay. Like I said, you can ask just about anything. I'm pretty open, as you can tell. I'm not afraid of the hard questions.
Does chat have any questions?
Yes, chat, do you have any questions you would like to ask? And just so you know, Yin in my chat is linked. I will see them regardless of where you post them.
I'd like to hear the answer to this one.
Tatsu, if you ask my husband, yes. But I'm not that vain. I honestly have a real crush on It goes between Vienna and Tricky depending upon my mood, mostly because Tricky is more of a red tone, where Vienna's blue. And I've always switched between my favorite colors being blue and red. It depends really on how I feel that day.
I like your funny words, Magic Woman.
Mm-hmm. So, like, yeah. So I don't really have a favorite color. It varies.
I didn't really have a favorite color for many years, and then I landed on purple.
Really?
I like purple. Yeah. So it changed like every 4 months ish for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
So like for a while it was brown, then it changed to green. It was blue for quite a while, red for a little bit, back to brown.
I liked purple
Kinda
as a
like-
very small child, but after my mother painted my room purple and I saw it every fucking day, I was tired of that.
I don't like a pure purple. I don't like that saturated of a purple most of the time. But a nice more bluish purple.
It
I
was like
like-
a
I like-
lilac purple, like a very pale purple. But it was just too much.
Oh. Yeah.
Like I felt like I was suffocating in purple. I will say the more dogs you have, the easier because they end up playing with each other. When you have one dog, you are their companion, so you have to actually spend the time to play with them. That does not mean you should not play with your multiple dogs, but that means you are more of their world. Do you know what I mean? Because dogs are very social creatures. You should never, in my opinion, just have one.
Thank you. I was about to bring that up, that having just one of a cat or a dog is very detrimental.
So that's why I have 3. And my IRL friend who has 6 dogs and 4 cats will tell you what's one more animal at this point. She doesn't notice because they technically interact with each other and they play. Now, does she take care of them and all their needs are met? Yes, but does that mean that she has to spend 10 times more energy because there's that many more animals? No, because they actually play with each other and get a lot of their interactions from a social aspect.
That's why I have 2 cats.
Yeah. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So Yen, how was your weekend? Are you excited to go back to work?
No.
No.
No, it was a good weekend.
Yay!
I had a good time. I watched the football game. I had a good week.
I don't watch sport balls.
The main reason I watch them is for the simple fact that my dad and my grandparents enjoy it, so it turns into kind of a small family gathering. I like going over there.
Oh. But I will...
Large family gatherings, but I'll take a small one.
But yeah, so I'm never making this a compressed item again.
Yep. Yeah, I wouldn't toy with dark magic again.
No dark magic for me. I'm a say-so Twitch streamer. Oh, well, not say-so, but say for Twitch.
Especially, I don't know about that.
I'm not gonna lie today.
Safe enough
Yeah.
for Twitch.
Fun fact, that thing is not even rigged to be on. So the fact it did that is actually impressive. Like I said, we really got saved there. It could have been a lot worse.
Man. It is really just like me and Bunzo and then the world. I don't know. Wait, what am I trying to say?
I don't know.
I don't know what the point of that was. Sorry, my brain is like freaking dying.
It's okay. We've been doing an interview for over 2 hours now.
Yeah,
and you have
a
you have a whole notepad of notes.
I do. I have 5 different like points in my notebook. Yep. I have to look into 5-hour energy as a replacement for caffeine. I have the one to look into Game Boy emulator for Harvest Moon.
Yeah.
I have notes. theme.
Actually, Harvest Moon you can actually buy through Steam. It's called Story of Seasons now, though.
Hmm.
They do sell the game
Counterpoint.
legitly.
Yeah. Counterpoint. Why would I buy a new version when I can get the old version?
I mean, fair.
The whole experience.
Exactly.